Hey everybody, welcome to another Royal Rumble review here on Macho Wrestling 101. I'm Brett Mix. Uh, we're already at 2017. I'm having a blast going through these Royal Rumbles, watching them all again. Hope you're having fun with the reviews. If you are, and if you happen to like the other reviews I do, please hit like and subscribe. That would help my algorithm of the channel. It'd help it get its feet off the floor. It's a brand new channel, so I'd really appreciate it if you did that. But nonetheless, we go to the Royal Rumble from the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, the same place the 1997 Rumble came from. Before the show, a few matches took place. We had a six-man women's match, a six-woman women's match. We had Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson defeated Sheamus and Savaro for the Raw tag titles. Nia Jax defeated Sasha Banks in 5 minutes. Good thing that wasn't on the show. Opener was Charlotte Flair defending the women's title against Bayley. This one went 13:05. It was a really good match. The fans were into Bayley, and Charlotte was playing a good heel at the time. And Bayley almost got her way, but in the end, Charlotte Flair defended the title successfully and won the match. I'd give this 3 stars. Really good opener. Not anything that's classic, but strong opener from the women here. Kevin Owens next defended his WWE Universal title against Roman Reigns in a no disqualification match with Jericho above the ring in a shark cage. The no disqualification stipulation really helped these two out. Anytime you got Kevin Owens in a no DQ match, it's gonna be a banger, and sure enough, it was. I gave this match 3 stars and 3/4, and that's being strict. I could easily say this was 4 stars, but I'll just give it 3 stars, 3/4. I know the hype, but that's just where I stand on it. It's just one man's opinion. Um, Next up, we had Neville defeating Rich Swann for the Cruiserweight title at 14 minutes. These two got a ton of time to work for who they were on this card, and they delivered. I like this match a lot. I can give it 3 stars and 1/4. Next, we had John Cena trying to become a 16-time heavyweight champion against AJ Styles, who was the champion coming in. And this one was off the charts. This one, they put the climax in the middle of the match, so all the finishing sequences, all the near falls were that more dramatic. They both had subtle facial expressions, the body language, the crowd, the commentary, everything. Nothing felt like a wasted moment. They filled these moments with substance, and that's why it came off so well. Um, yeah, so this match, I give it 4 stars and 1/2. That was my original opinion, and then I just thought, you know what? I'll just give it 4 stars and 1/4. Just I tend to, when I see a match of this magnitude, I tend to be a little polite, and then I remember about my formula I like to stick to. Not that it really matters. It's 1/4 of a star I'm talking about. So 4 stars and 1/4, I give this match. That is a classic. Anything above 4 stars is almost a classic in my opinion. So that was definitely one of the best Royal Rumble pay-per-view matches in history, up there with the year before match between Rollins and not Rollins, between Ambrose and Owens, the Last Man Standing match at the 2016 Rumble. That's up there with Bret Hart and Diesel from the 95 Rumble, Cena Umaga from the 2007 Rumble, the Orient Express versus the Rockers from the 1991 Rumble. That's up there for one of the best Rumble pay-per-view matches ever. It could be, it very might well be the best ever. But it's definitely up there. Oh yeah, and Rollins, Lesnar, and Cena from the 2015 Rumble, the triple threat match. So can't forget any of those. Before the Rumble, I just want to say Corey Graves on commentary is a great addition to the Royal Rumble match. He didn't do the previous years, and he was added in this match, and he did a fantastic job. We don't have the Heenan or the Body or a heel Lawler, so he's the next best thing. So the Royal Rumble match kicked off. They started with Big Cass in the ring, and it was just sorry, clear my throat. They started off with Big Cass and Jericho in the ring. Jericho came to play last year with 59 minutes. This year, he would top it by a minute with an hour and 13 minutes. An hour and 13 seconds, I should say, in the ring. So that was a Jericho's claim to fame. He started the Rumble match with Big Cass, Kalisto, Mojo Rawley, Jake Gallagher, and Mark Henry came out, and nobody was really getting eliminated until number 7 came out, and that was Braun Strowman. This was quickly going to become the Braun Strowman Rumble because he eliminated everybody he saw pretty much. He had started with Mark Henry, then he went to Kalisto, then he went to Mojo Rawley. Next up was Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn wasn't really. I mean, he was over with the crowd. He was an internet favorite for a few years, but he still wasn't the Sami Zayn of 2023. But he came out, and then as the Big Show, and Sami Zayn would have an incredible Rumble too. He'd last 46 minutes and 55 seconds. Anyway, the Big Show came out, and Braun Strowman and him had a big square off. Strowman actually eliminated the Big Show. And the Big Show, let's see, the Big Show lasted just a minute 42. So Strowman, this was Braun Strowman's Rumble, and if he didn't show it there, well, Ty Dillinger and James Ellsworth both came out. Ellsworth stayed outside the ring for a minute, then he came back in for 15 seconds and got eliminated by Strowman, as did Ty Dillinger, but Ty Dillinger lasted 5 minutes. So Strowman had 6 eliminations at this point. He'd end up with 7 eliminations, and he'd spend 13 minutes and 11 seconds in the ring, but he eliminated 6 guys by the time he was out. Ty Dillinger got a huge pop, by the way, when he came out at number 10. I get the number 10 thing now. He came out at number 10. Yeah, I'm sure it's just luck of the draw. The crowd had signs of 10 when he came out. It was good. Dean Ambrose came out next, as did Baron Corbin. The ring started to fill up when Kofi Kingston came out. The Miz, Sheamus, Big E, Rusev, Cesaro, Xavier Woods, then Bray Wyatt, Apollo Crews, Randy Orton, Dolph Ziggler, Luke Harper, Brock Lesnar, Enzo Amore, Goldberg, The Undertaker, and Roman Reigns were the next entrants in order. And the Rumble match really, they picked a good crew to have for the last little bit, the last 10 men. They had tons of big names, but they sacrificed the middle of the Rumble. The middle of the Rumble was slow, and it didn't have enough good spots in the middle. I have to knock off some points there because they didn't really have an excuse either. There was just spots where they were just, 2 or 3 in a corner, 2 or 3 in the other corner, 2 or 3 in the other corner. Nobody was doing anything of substance in the middle of the ring. There wasn't one guy dominating with offense. Zayn and Dillinger teamed up against Strowman back before they got eliminated. So that was the double team there. What I was saying, that many people in the middle of the Rumble didn't stand out, but they did double team earlier in the match. Sheamus and Cesaro were eliminated by the New Day. Sheamus and Savaro eliminated 3 members of the New Day, and then Sheamus went to eliminate Cesaro, and I'm just looking at my notes here so I don't screw up there. Sheamus and Cesaro were teammates at the time, and they eliminated the New Day, and then Sheamus went to eliminate Cesaro, and when that was happening, Jericho ended up eliminating both guys. So 5 eliminations there, and Jericho did it all. Then Orton laid out everybody in the ring with RKOs, and out 24 was Dolph Ziggler. And then I said 10 people were in the ring when Luke Harper came out. This was where the Rumble got slow. I just kind of jumped back to where I was before I talked about the slow middle part. 26 was Lesnar, and he only been eliminated once. I'm going backwards a little bit because I already said who was entered, but now I'm going back to my notes. So we're going back to 26, where Lesnar came out. He'd only been eliminated one time in Rumble history. Ambrose and Ziggler both went out as victims of Lesnar. The 28th entrant, Goldberg, though, came out, and he hit a spear on Lesnar and eliminated him, and the fans were shocked. He already beat them in a minute and a half at Survivor Series, and now he did this too. 9 guys were left in the ring when The Undertaker came out, and he made it 10. And then Roman Reigns came out to a chorus of boos at number 30. So The Undertaker, Roman Reigns, Jericho, Miz, all these guys were in the ring. Bray Wyatt. And the climax was now because the 30th entrant had come out. Um, Jericho was 59 minutes deep when The Undertaker eliminated Zayn. Jericho then eliminated Reigns. Or Jericho then got chokeslammed by The Undertaker, and The Undertaker eliminated Roman Reigns to a huge pop. Reigns, Wyatt, and Orton were the only men in the ring before that. So now Orton is a part of the final 3 with Jericho, and it ended up being Orton and Roman. And it's the final 2. I should have said, I made a mistake. I said that Orton got eliminated by The Undertaker. The Undertaker was eliminated by Reigns. That's what ended up happening. So Reigns lasted a little bit at the end with Orton. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just chopping up my words here at the end of this Rumble. So much was going on because there's 10 men left in the final little bit of the Rumble. And my notes are a little sloppy, so I couldn't get to it at the time. But I just say that Reigns and Orton were the last 2, and Orton ended up saving the fans' night pretty much because they would have booed if Reigns came out at 30 and won another Rumble. Orton ended up winning his second Rumble, his first since 2009, and he eliminated Reigns when he ducked the Superman punch and then threw Roman out with his momentum. Good spots at the end of the Rumble with Undertaker, Goldberg, Lesnar, Goldberg. Good spots to begin with Strowman dominating. Then in the middle, Baron Corbin and Luke Harper did a lot. Bray Wyatt did a lot. Jericho lasted an hour. So those were the MVPs of this Rumble. I rate the Rumble 3 stars. I would have rated it at 3.5 stars had the middle portion not been so slow, but I rate it 3 stars. In addition to the Owens Reigns match and the good cruiserweight match, the good women's match, and the good Rumble match, I'll give this pay per view a 7.5 out of 10. That's the 2017 Royal Rumble, everybody. If you enjoy these Rumble reviews or anything else, please hit like and subscribe. I'll be with you for the 2018 Royal Rumble, and I hopefully my notes will be a little bit more clear. I really do apologize for how the end of that last Rumble went. I do this in one take, or if I screw up in the take, I start it over and do another take. I really appreciate the support I've gotten so far. I have 25 subscribers as of September 19th when I'm recording this. So that really means a lot to me because I could just have a classroom worth 30 people and that would be good enough for me. Because it's like I'm talking to a classroom. Not that I need to teach anybody anything, but with my opinions, I think I have some thorough opinions when it comes to pro wrestling. So I'm conveying the message with these videos. I've never done it pure with videos. I've done it in written form. So I'm still learning the style. So thank you for being patient with me if I'm not the most articulate, if I'm not handling my sentences in the most articulate way. So thanks for sticking with me. I hope to get more subscribers because I got a whole lot more content coming out after the Royal Rumble reviews. As I do daily, we dish out tons of videos here at Macho Wrestling 101. I'm Brett Mix. We'll see you for the next Rumble review, hopefully, and I'm out.